If my Pantene conditioner can make that process smoother and my braids silkier, I'm all in. Can your conditioner do this?
Good morning. My name is Sean Ferfaro. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the class of 2020 and 2021 Alumni Convocation ceremony this morning. To the alumni who are waiting in the hallway, we are thrilled that you are back here with us on campus again to celebrate your accomplishments from the past 2 years. And we want to let you know there is no way we wanted to let you leave this campus without giving you an opportunity to cross this stage. So thank you for coming home to the University of Guelph so we could all have this celebration together. Before I tell you a little bit about the ceremony proceedings today, I'd like you to take a moment to identify your closest exit in the unlikely event that we do have to evacuate the building for any reason today. All of our exits are marked by the green runner symbol above the door. For our guests seated in the bleachers, in the event of an evacuation, you would proceed up to track level and out to the east side of the building. The doors will take you directly outside. There are 4 exits for those of you seated on the floor. If you are in this half of the floor section, you would proceed out the back door over there. And the back hallway, there is a staircase which will take you upstairs to those same doors and out the east side of the building. For those of you on this side, there are 3 exits, 2 at the back, 1 at the front. All of those can take you out to the front door where you came in for convocation this morning. Under no circumstances, go that way. There are no doors over there. Should the need arise, ushers will direct you to the nearest exit from the building. Now, back to convocation. The University of Guelph is honored by our graduates, and we take great pride in our convocation ceremony. In order to allow full attention on convocation, we would ask that you please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Our colleagues from Alumni Affairs are hosting a social media program developed especially for convocation. You can share photos, memories, and advice with your graduating students by using the hashtag #GuelphGrad on social media. The ceremonials used for conferring degrees have evolved over a millennium, and the gowns and the hoods represent that history. In general, the gowns for the baccalaureate and magisteriate degrees are black, and the color of the hood is different for each degree program. The doctorates here at the University of Guelph have a bright blue gown, and the honorary degrees are red. The University of Guelph crest that you can see on the screens and on the podium in front of me, it's a representation of our specific history. The emblems in the crest show links with the royal city of Guelph through the white stallion above, the connection to liberal arts through the book, to the sciences through the astrolabe, and our connection to abundance and agriculture through the cornucopia. The University of Guelph motto, Rerum cognoscere causis, is a quote from Virgil. It is variously translated to be either happy is the one who is able to ascertain the reason of things, or perhaps to know the meaning of things. The procession of people into the hall is also influenced by ancient tradition. The piper will herald the start of our procession of graduands, the students who are coming to graduate today. This will be followed by the arrival of the mace leading our platform party. The mace is a symbol of authority of the university, and it will be carried by the beadle. In medieval universities, a beadle was chosen by the instructor to work as an assistant. Today, the beadle is the ceremonial officer of Senate. Following the beadle and the mace will be the deans, members of the administration and honorees, fellows of the university, members of the board and senate, and members of the faculty and staff. The degrees will be conferred in the order that you see in your program. The degrees are separated by categories representing the specific degree being awarded. We will begin with doctorates and magisteriates, followed by baccalaureate degrees. The name reader will present scholars by degree category. As the name of each student is called, the beadle will place the hood over the recipient's shoulders. This moment will be captured live on film, and technology willing, there will be a simultaneous live webcast to allow family members and friends to watch from a distance. Each student will be greeted right here at center stage, and a photograph will be taken. We understand the joy and excitement accompanying such an auspicious occasion as convocation, especially after waiting up to 2 years for this. But we do ask that you wait just a little bit longer and hold your applause until each group of graduands has crossed the stage. I promise, before the end of this ceremony, there will be an opportunity for truly thunderous applause. Once all the degrees have been conferred and the cheers have been cheered, our dean will close the ceremony and a recessional will play. We would ask that you please remain standing during that recessional until the platform party has processed out of the hall, and then remain at your seat for a brief closing announcement about a reception that follows and a phased dismissal. I'll be back up here at the podium just to dismiss in stages so that we're not clogging the hallways, and allow our graduates to get out of here to the reception hall in good order. If you could just remain seated here with me at the end, I promise it'll only take 2 or 3 minutes and I'll get you out of here. As well, we thank you in advance for remaining masked for the duration of the ceremony. Finally, after so long, may I be the first person to congratulate our graduands on their various successes and offer my congratulations to all the family and friends who are here to support and celebrate them today. Welcome to Convocation, finally, at the University of Guelph. Please stand as you're able for the graduating class.
Ani, we give thanks to the Creator. We acknowledge the world around us and understand our place within it. We acknowledge and offer our respect to the many nations that walked this land in the past, the many nations that walk it today, and welcome you to the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe. Sacred trust, we are the keepers of this land. She shelters and sustains us. Long after the flesh fails the spirit, we will care for this land. Our drums will be heard upon the wind, our voices in the rustle of the leaf. Our people have a sacred trust for the land, a trust no man may break, a trust that death cannot sever. We were here when you first stepped foot upon this land, and here we will remain long after the last step has disturbed your soil.
As an institution committed to learning, research, and to improving life, we are on a journey of transformative acts towards reconciliation. We acknowledge our role in strengthening relationships with First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples, and in upholding our responsibilities as treaty partners and citizens. We know there is much work to do here and across Canada, and we are dedicated to taking these next steps together towards a brighter future. I'd ask you to please remain standing and join Carly Goodall in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Zittner. I'm the interim dean of the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, where our learning and research disciplines span chemistry, computer science, engineering, mathematics, and statistics and physics. I am delighted to be here joining you, the 2020 and 2021 graduates who have returned to campus to cross the stage. Today is a wonderful occasion. We are here to celebrate you and your achievements, something the pandemic prevented us from doing so when you graduated. The University of Guelph thanks you for your patience. It is also an opportunity to see friends and celebrate together, to congratulate yourselves and to reflect on what you have accomplished, but also what you will go on to do next. It is rewarding for me to be with you here today, learning more about your stories and better understanding the work that bonds each of you to your college, faculty, staff, and each other, the connection that brought you back here today. The university is all about connections and relationships. They add immeasurably to the student experience, and they serve to better prepare you to move on to your own careers, become better citizens, and make your contribution to the broader world. Taken together, this is what we're here celebrating today. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the faculty from all our colleges who are here today, including my own college, as well as the College of Arts, College of Biological Science, Gordon S. Lang School of Business and Economics, College of Social and Applied Human Sciences, Ontario Agriculture College, and the Ontario Veterinary College. What makes us unique at the University of Guelph is our connection to others and what motivates us. We have seen your interest in not just advancing society through what you have learned in your programs, but also drive to shape a better world. That is evident through your collaboration, persistence, and support for one another. That, combined with your degree, will set you apart now in this next journey, as so many other graduates from our programs. I know that I will see great things from this graduating cohort.
Good morning. My name is Byron Sheldrick, and I'm the Interim Dean of the College of Social and Applied Human Sciences. Graduates, now is the moment you have all been waiting for, and we all realize you've been waiting for some time. Will the graduating class please rise? As graduates of the University of Guelph, you have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University of Guelph and have been admitted to your various and several degrees, including all the rights, privileges, and obligations appertaining thereto. I think you all deserve an incredible round of applause, and I'd ask everyone to please join me. Will the members of the graduating class please be seated? The University of Guelph offers more than 80 undergraduate programs and more than 100 graduate and postdoctoral study programs. At today's ceremony, we have graduates attending from across all 7 colleges at the University of Guelph. The graduates will cross the stage in the same order that they processed into the hall today, with doctoral graduates first, followed by magisteriate graduates, and then baccalaureate graduates. While you may want to cheer, whistle, hoot, holler, I'm sure you'll want to do all of those things as your graduate crosses the stage. We'd ask that the collective audience hold their applause until each group of graduates has crossed, and you will be given a cue as to when it's appropriate to thunderously applaud. I'm now delighted to invite Sean Ferfaro to introduce each of the graduates attending today.
We will begin with our doctoral graduates, graduating with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ningping Kiao. Laura Gatto. We waited long enough. We're getting the photos right. Margaret Henry. Tanka Canal. Andrew Lee. Emily McIntosh. Jacqueline Middleton. Saranya Nair. Youngji Rowe. Ryan Snyder. Maria Storfa. Mohsen Yousefzadeh Najafabadi. For his outstanding academics, research caliber, and contributions to U of G governance, Mohsen received the 2021 D.F. Forster Medal Doctoral, the university's most prestigious graduate convocation award for academic achievement, motivation, leadership, and citizenship. Please join me in congratulating all of our doctoral graduates for this ceremony. Moving on to our magisteriate graduates, graduating with the degree of Master of Applied Science. Trishan Deb Obi. Sunny Nileshbhai Patel. Zachary Santimri. Hannah Santimri. Graduating with the degree of Master of Arts, Noor Abu Hussan. Brenna Clark. Muhammad Saiful Islam. Brittany Alexandra Pear. Sepide Talebi. Aaron Johannes, graduating with Master of Arts from Summer 2021 and Bachelor of Commerce from Summer 2020. Graduating with the degree of Master of Arts Leadership, Marc Bélanger. Emma Buckingham. Graduating with a degree of Master of Biotechnology, Schnell D'Souza. Graduating with a degree of Master of Business Administration, Joel Wilson. Kate Humphreys. Ruth Morales. Graduating with a degree of Master of Engineering, Niwad Ahmadian. Yashkumar Arora. Kevin Caspar Jerome. Yuan Ji. Harshil Nareshkumar Parikh. Harshil Kumar Takar. Graduating with a degree of Master of Science, Rebecca Johnson. Mohammed Faham Khan. Siu Liu, Master of Science, Fall 2021, and Bachelor of Science Honors, Summer 2020. Yiru Sheng. Dennis Van Dyke. Radia Tassir. Please join me in congratulating all of our magisteriate graduates. Graduating with the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Jamie Kazienko. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Applied Science, Madison Brown. Leah Sislewich. Serena Kang. Brittany Legier. Natalie Margaret Schaefer. Robert Galen Strathdy. Yang Yang Sun. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Arts Honors Program, Brendan Baginski with distinction. Patricia Bednarczyk. Sarah Biabani with distinction. Amanda Blaine. Marshall Elliott Botham. Shaylin Cameron. Michael DeVoe. Serena Di Battista with distinction. Alexandros Fortsas with distinction. Aiden Fraser. Jasmine Gilliott. Alexander Ginkgo with distinction. Calvin Guet. Alexandra Grady with distinction. Natasha Gucher with distinction. Aria Rose Horton. Victoria Kiri. Folashade Kolapo. Sophia Luzardo. Danielle Mancera. Braden McGuire Farr. Caitlin Meyer. Chelsea Neugebauer. Lindsay Elizabeth Sadler. Margaret Sanderson. Haley Schrader. Catherine Topping. Jingdong Wang. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Arts General Program, Rami Al-Barudi. Jielu Chen. Brianna Alexis Green-Intz. Louise Montpellier Brown. Leah Hayes Shaw. Navneesh Kaur. Jackson Oswald. Olivia Pollock. Emma Rayburn Jones. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Arts and Sciences, Cole Bukout. Rebecca Kempen. Nicola Skellhorn. Xing Tong. Melanie White. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Bioresource Management, Tyler Dender. Emily Reardon. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Commerce, Jacob Auberly with distinction. Madeline Adante. Banky Alade. Kristen Ballavader. Nicole Benna. Kelly Chisholm. Alicia Denoon with distinction. Brandon Eddy. Laura Fallowfield. Sandeep Gida. Ahmed Hussein. Wendy Lazo. Alan Leas with distinction. Peyton McLeish. Luis Felipe Mendez. Brandon Mingo. Yi Jane Mock with distinction. Rana Noor. Nathan Parker. Jonathan Parks. Ashley Patora. Emily Shabsov. Yishin Sun. Danielle Volante. Caroline Youssef with distinction. Zirong Zhao. Adam Abu Adas. These graduates, including Adam, are graduating from Bachelor of Computing degrees. Jonas Bakelar with distinction. Michael Vamvakis with distinction. Graduating with the degree of Bachelor of Engineering. Maria Bakoch with distinction. Jacob Klassens. Megan Govers. Mohammed Hassan. Marcus Heaven. Jeremy Hube. Christine Lamont with distinction. Dominique Mastronardi with distinction. Selena McConville. Philip Patinos with distinction. Tyler Pham. Blake Purdy with distinction. Hamad Kadir with distinction. Palak Sood. Joel Tienko with distinction. Juan Pablo Triana Martinez. Benjamin Voigt. Catherine Youssef. Syed Zubair with distinction. Graduating with a degree, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Stella Boycheva with distinction. Graduating with a degree, Bachelor of Science Honors Program, Carolina Agudelo. Ryan Bauman with distinction. Amanda Burton with distinction. Alan Constant with distinction. Brandon Crow. Michaela Del Medico. Sherwin Deek. Heather Ebel with distinction. Jennifer Felix. Laura Forhan with distinction. Kar Ching Fong with distinction. Lena Gulam with distinction. Chantal Goodbranson. Rajinstan Kamalraj with distinction. Caroline Kirilos. Brianna Locke with distinction. Leah Margetson. Emma McLean. Abisolom Mesfin Mamo. Tiffany Ng with distinction. Kim Ann Nguyen. Alexis Pereira with distinction. Eva Poitra. Samantha Ponte. Diane Priamo. James Elazar Ravancho. Taylor Smith. Jasmine Solon with distinction. Jordan Taylor with distinction. Taylor Vaz with distinction. Graduating with the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture degree, Therese Como. Jordan O'Donnell with distinction. Graduating with the degree Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, Olivia Foster with distinction. The beginning of the ceremony, I promised there would be a moment for truly thunderous applause after so long. This is that moment.
I've done a lot of convocation ceremonies over the last week or so, and this, I have to say, has been one of the most special. This has just been such a lovely ceremony, and standing up here, seeing the smiles on not our students anymore, our graduates' faces, the enthusiastic responses from family and friends, and just the joy and happiness. What a lovely ceremony. I'd like to close with a few final thoughts. The University of Guelph is well known for its best-in-class comprehensiveness, our globally recognized programs in agriculture and our veterinary colleges, our leadership in areas such as international development, law and criminal justice, and community engagement, as well as innovative scholarship in teaching across the humanities, social sciences, and STEM disciplines. U of G is celebrated for its innovative teaching and for our students' incredible commitments to volunteerism. The University of Guelph's mission is quite simply to improve life. And I think we achieve this in several ways, but we do it primarily, I think, by transforming the life of each and every student with our commitment to student education, experience, and success. We try to break down silos and cross disciplinary boundaries in our pursuit of truth and creative problem solving. We try to create knowledge that we can turn into action. And we try to build a culture in which we all thrive at work and at play. I don't know if any of you ever painted the cannon, but that, I hope, if you did, is a lasting memory of your time at the University of Guelph. These things, I think, are the true genius of U of G. And as graduates, you are each the most poignant examples of our commitment to social progress, interdisciplinarity, and knowledge in action. What you've learned here has prepared you to enter the next chapter of your life with the experience, knowledge, and confidence to make a meaningful impact. Of course, this approach has been put to the test over the past couple of years. Your time here and since graduating has been influenced greatly by the restrictions and uncertainties of a global pandemic. I know that here at the university, our faculty and staff face these challenges head-on, working hard to replicate our rich student learning experiences and in-class connections in a virtual world. This period was difficult. There's no point pretending that it was not. However, each of you is to be commended. You are here, you made it, and you succeeded. And you should have another round of applause for that. In times of momentous change, there is also opportunity. As society tackles big problems, building new bridges, but also exposing political divisions, as environmental risks multiply and as our grasp of technology leaps forward, we are faced with challenges that your expertise will be invaluable in solving. Succeeding together is the theme of a short video titled Moments, and we would now like to share that with you.
I made it. You made it. We graduated, and we're here today in person to celebrate, to walk across the stage, and I'm grateful. I don't know if I always believed it would happen. Like, there's been moments of frustration and fear, in class, at home, lockdown after lockdown, disappointing moments. But there's been times of hope and connection too.
Now here we are, resilient and maybe a bit bruised, accomplished and definitely proud. We have our degrees and we have so much more.
We learned to be independent,
Adaptable,
tech savvy.
compassionate, and most of all, ready.
The University of Guelph has been our home for the past few years, on campus and online. It was our community. It was the place we endured the pandemic together, where we learned despite it all.
It's where we cheered and screamed on our fellow Griffins to victory, where we learned to embrace our differences and to support each other. We learned to excel, to become better versions of ourselves, and to improve life.
When we opened that acceptance letter so long ago, we had no idea what our university experience was going to be like. Today, we stand at a similar juncture, not knowing what the next few years will hold.
But today, we stand with the University of Guelph beside us, and we're better for it. Better prepared to take on what's next, the next challenge, next possibility, the next you.
Every time I see this, I'm struck by the expressions of hope and joy on everyone's faces and the simple scenes of people being back together again. It may not seem this way to you today, but you've learned a great deal about yourself over these last 2 years. And this learning will serve you well as you proceed in facing the next challenges and opportunities in your life and your career. Allow me to close with an invitation. As you leave here and begin to plot your next steps, I invite you to stay connected with us. The University of Guelph is a family, and as graduates, your connection is that much deeper to one another and to this place. Your immediate U of G family is within your specific college, but your extended University of Guelph family can be found not only in Guelph, but across our global network of alumni. Maintaining that connection is part of being a family. So check in with us when you can, come back to inspire those students who come after you, and share with us the benefit of what you are learning, doing, and creating. It's been an honor celebrating with you today. I'm so grateful that you chose to come back today to celebrate with us. Thank you for being part of the University of Guelph. Congratulations again on this achievement, and good luck as you go forward.
So if you'll allow me an opportunity, I'll just explain how the final stages of Convocation will go here. That is where we are right now. In a few moments, I'm going to ask everyone to rise as Kate, our bagpiper, will lead our platform party out of the Convocation Hall, just as they were brought in by bagpipe music. We'll invite Kate over to get into position. After the platform party has exited with music, traditionally, the graduates would then leave to the same music, but we're going to do things a little bit differently this year, and I think you're going to like it. You'll see what that is in a couple of minutes. That's what we call a tease. After that, there will be a phased dismissal. Again, just a reminder to everybody to please just wait at your seats, and as soon as the graduates are left, we want to give them an unobstructed route over to the Convocation reception, and then I'll dismiss everybody in 3 sections. I promise it'll only take 2 or 3 minutes, and you would much rather be in here with me than shoulder to shoulder in the hallways, I promise. As always is our tradition here at the University of Guelph, the final word on Convocation today will come from Dean Sheldrick.
And with that, Convocation is dismissed.
I promised I would tell everyone to stand, and then I forgot to, so that one's on me. One thing before we dismiss our graduates, I just want to bring a graphic up on our grad gala that is happening this evening. You can see it up there. If you want to continue the celebration, I know you've waited long enough. There is a grad gala tonight celebrating our graduates who have all returned. You can still get tickets online, 8 p.m. till midnight. It's going to be a party over at the University Center, so have a look online if you're interested at that. So as you see, our platform party has left to all the usual pageantry associated with Convocation. But as you all know better than anyone, the world has changed in the last couple of years, and we thought it was time for Convocation to change a little bit as well. So on that note, we think our graduates should go out in style. Give them a beat to go out to.
It's that bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick 30. I've been through a lot, but I'm still